There are 4 reasons why most relationships fail. We're going to start with the most common. I call this level survival love. This is when 2 people feel disconnected from God and or disconnected from themselves, and they use relationships in order to fill voids. This is where we experience trauma bonding, manipulation, anxious, avoidant, preoccupied attachment style. This is where we start to experience, I think it's called limerence and rumination and obsession, and when we put our everything into a person, so much so that we forget ourselves. And this level is where manipulation takes place, where performance and overgiving takes place, because at the purest point of survival love, humans need each other to survive. And so we oftentimes confuse this primal instinctive desire for lacking love when we got this desire for companionship and connection from God. There was a reason why God created humans, because God wanted family. God wanted to duplicate himself. Not because he wasn't whole, but because he was. And he wanted more reflections of himself. He wanted more places to love, to pour love into, and to receive love. So usually in this level, 2 people that are feeling incomplete already come together looking to have their voids filled and looking to fill someone else's void in order to feel worthy. This is where performance is a really big indicator of survival love. Survival love is the most human. It's limited because we can only see it from our eyes, our ears, our physical senses for the most part. As you guys can see, imagine 2 people with holes within their hearts pouring into one another. All that love, it just leaks. It leaks through overthinking. It leaks through lack mentality. It leaks through trauma and wounds and anxiety and not feeling worthy. So no matter how much you pour into someone at this level, it's never going to satisfy them. And it's never going to satisfy you if you're pouring from a place of lack and wanting to be chosen, because at the survival level, the only way to fill these voids is to go directly to God. So most of us have experienced this level of love. Whether you were pouring into someone that couldn't receive your love, or you were pouring into someone hoping that they would pour into you, and they couldn't. Or they could, but they didn't at the level that you felt satisfied. Right? A lot of relationships fail at this level. Or they stay together for years and years and years to come because they're just comfortable being comfortable with the trauma, the wounds, this toxic cycle that they have placed themselves in. A lot of women come into relationships to be physically provided for, and the man accepts this cycle because he feels like provision is his only way of being worthy of love and companionship. There's so many different nuances to survival love. The next level of love is romantic love. Romantic love is the energetics of love. It is romance, passion, intimacy. This is the glue of love. If survival love is the foundation and romantic love is the glue, romantic love is not just about flowers and dates and luxury and a man buying you things. It is about devotion at its highest. And a lot of relationships have embodied a superficial idea of romance. Therefore, they're not actually experiencing love flowing in their relationship. A lot of women at this level desire more. They want more flowers. They want more dates. They want more gifts. They want more compliments. And it's this attachment to reassurance that oftentimes dries out the romance of love. And at this level, when you are seeking something that you were always supposed to give to yourself, you collapse back into survival love, because then you start approaching love from a place of lack. Sometimes romantic love dies out because they're so focused on surviving, making money, taking care of the kids, that they don't make the time for romance. And you can always romance yourself. And that is a philosophy that I teach, is that romance starts in your self-love before anywhere else. Once you cultivate a ritual of romancing yourself and overflowing with that energy, what I call lover girl energy, it has no choice but to be reflected to you from the external. Because you become so full, so embodied in what you were once desiring, that romance starts to chase you down. So a lot of couples, they fall apart because there is no more romance. There is no pure devotion. There is no passion. And this is how love circulates through the heart. It's through the energy of love. Devotion, romance, passion, intimacy, bliss, satisfaction, fulfillment, feeling cherished, wanted, desired, needed, valued. A lot of women and men do not feel these emotions in their relationship whatsoever. And either they settle or the relationship falls apart and they think, okay, I just need to find a man that's more romantic. And then they find a man that's more romantic and it's still not enough, because we go back to survival love. There is a hole or a place where you were always meant to fulfill within yourself first, and then letting that overflow into the relationship. I teach that women are the energetic container of their relationship. So if a woman is dry of her feminine energy, playfulness, softness, warmth, passion, compassion, all these things, then the relationship is going to be dry and void of these emotions and this energy. If there's no foundation, there's no relationship. If there is a foundation but there's no romance, it's dry. There's no glue. The next level is architectural love. Architectural love is the infrastructure of love. This is where there are routines and systems, structures put in place to sustain each individual person as well as the relationship as a whole, the household. So this looks like personal routines, self-care, spiritual practices and systems, in order to maintain this oneness with God and this wholeness within self, as well as beauty treatments, pampering of oneself, taking self on solo dates, romancing yourself, all of those things in order to remain whole and fulfilled and overflowing. Architectural love also looks like business, work, purpose, the building of God's highest vision for your life and your relationship and yourself. This is all about structure. It's about boundaries, standards, communication systems, weekly dates. You can imagine that if a relationship has a foundation and they have romance, but they don't have infrastructure, everything is going to collapse still. There's a strong foundation so it can be rebuilt, but if the home or the empire, however you want to visualize it, if it's not built properly, it's always going to collapse. Every single time. A storm is going to come. An argument is going to happen. Something that cannot be avoided is going to show up, and there will be a collapse. A lot of people do not have the architecture to sustain love. And at the highest level is legacy love. Legacy love is spiritual love. It is love that lasts, love that transforms, love that builds. This is the love that God has intended for us. It's the highest vision. And this vision can only be given to us through deep communion with God, because we all have our own divine blueprint. We all have our own legacy that we're supposed to build with our partner. And so we have to be able to gain this vision with God in order to even build. Not only are a lot of people not building, but they're not building properly, because without vision, what are you building? If it's not in alignment with what God said, it doesn't matter. And so I take my clients through these 4 levels, because this is how we channel God's highest vision for love, so that we can actually embody, give, and receive love at the highest, to the point where we become the new standard of love. And this is so much bigger than what social media is pushing. It's about literally aligning with purpose. And love is so transformative that whenever more of us start to channel this higher vision for love and we start embodying it and our relationships start reflecting it, it's going to transform everything around us. And so I talked a bit about this in my last video, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper. I also wrote a Substack essay on this. I'm inviting women into my private container called In Love, where we embody these 4 levels and really start manifesting, materializing, actualizing God's highest vision of love, not just in our romantic life, not just in marriage, but in our divine partnership with God, within ourselves, within our purpose, our family, friends. Everything about you transforms when you embody these 4 levels. Everything about your relationship shifts and upgrades for the highest. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is apply. Those that I accept will have a call, and then we'll begin. In Love, the intimate immersion comes with a luxurious transformational experience. So it's either a 1 to 3 day spa retreat, makeover, anything of the sorts. depending on what you need to fully actualize and embody this next standard of love, I will be curating it and organizing it specifically for you to just receive and enjoy. And Love also has a group container that you can join. The link is in the description. I really want you guys to meditate on these 4 levels of love and ask yourself, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're divorced, you just got into a breakup, whatever the case may be, you can either use your most recent relationship or your current relationship and ask yourself, where was I not in alignment? Which one of these, or multiple, or all of these, were either broken, overexpanded, or just not balanced? And I want you to comment your answer. It'll help me really see where everyone is in terms of their manifestation, materialization of God's highest vision for love. I look forward to reading you guys' comments and applications and seeing you inside of our intimate containers. I will be sharing so many more videos about this specific topic, so make sure that you subscribe. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.